A lot of people ask me, why do I even teach? And that's a good question, because it's not something I intended to do. I wanted to make a difference, but I wanted to do that visually. I wanted to create things that wowed people, as we all attempt to do and love to do. But the reason why I teach is that I'm reminded daily the power of what we're capable of doing. I'm reminded daily of the impressions you can leave upon someone and how they can take that and make that their own and continue further. There's beautiful adages like, if you know something, try teaching it. I'm Johnathon Vaughn Strebly. I'm a designer and educator, and this is Design to Speak. Design education must reflect what's happening in the industry, and how we can see that happening is to further connect our instructors as individuals in the industry and vice versa. So in a peer environment of designers, you can meet incredible designers, and they are fantastic, and they are genius in their field, and they are absolute shit at teaching. And you can have the most amazing teachers that love to share what they do, but they don't know anything about what they're talking about. They haven't done it in a long time, and it can be many things. And I know every single person that's ever been through the educational system can remember maybe on one hand the amount of professors, instructors, or mentors that really made a difference in their lives. What we need to do as design educators is to ensure that every single person in every single classroom has the potential to be that amazing mentor, reflectance of the industry, inspiration, and motivator. And I can't imagine a better environment than the design environment to be able to initiate and to see that through. Everything needs to change. There's no growth without change. Design education needs to constantly hold a mirror to itself and ask itself, is it actually relevant anymore? With the changes in technology, the changes in the understanding of our client base, the learned individuals that are now happening within our client structure, they know what they're looking for or have a better idea as to what they're looking for, and that actually heightens the designer's game, which is fantastic. Design education needs to reflect this. We can no longer rely on essential principles and basics and just leave it there. We must understand foundation, absolutely, but it has to be in a contemporary context. We need to be reminding our young designers today of what they're in store for. We need to bring the industry into the classroom. And this doesn't just happen with the curriculum. This happens with advisory committees, peer outreach, organizational outreach, involvement with the social networking infrastructure of what the design and creative industries have available, and to adapt that and adopt that into the academic environment. That's essential. That is the initiation of change for any institution which is teaching design. I'll summarize that if I can and quote a little bit of teaching understanding by Lao Tzu, and that is that I base a lot of my curriculum, my personal curriculums, on the idea of the one-third education. In the first third of your education, I'm going to give you everything I know. The second third is for you to take that experience, that knowledge, that information, that theory, and to go and apply it into what you want to do with your creative world. The final third is where you bring that back to me, and the two of us share that and create something new from that, and we continue that cycle. That's the foundation and philosophy of something that we implement in our programs called the Lifetime Alumni and lifelong learning. It's not about teaching you a class and sending you on your way. It's about saying, we've taught you that class, now go and discover what you can do with it, and when it runs out, come back and let's do it again. And that, to me, is fundamental in design education. Design education never stops. As a designer, if you stop learning, you've failed to understand what design is. Every single job you do, you learn from. If you only do jobs or take on jobs that you know how to do fully, you've limited yourself and plateaued. You've stopped learning, you've stopped growing, and you've stopped designing. That is where design education needs to change. We need to constantly remind ourselves that we're always learning. And maybe I'll quote again and say that the day you think you know it all is the day you know nothing.